Guys, in this video, I wanted to take a few minutes to do a comparison between the Canik Mete Prime and the SIG P365, particularly the XL model, which you see here. Before we get started, guys, I would appreciate it if you would like and share this video. Just take the URL, add it to your social media, post it wherever you can. It really helps my channel. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below. For the YouTube folks out there, the YouTube censors, we are not doing any kind of selling. We're just putting firearm information out there, just doing a comparison between these two firearms. The Canik Prime is the newest edition of the Canik line, and this is also made in America. That's something that some folks may not know about this particular firearm. This is the first gun that they have actually manufactured here in the United States. There's a lot of features to this gun that people have been asking for, and some that they've added that some are now wanting to criticize them over, and particularly the comp. I know that that is a growing trend in a lot of the micro compacts as more and more models come out onto the market that have a compensated barrel and slide. The SIG, you know, even the SIG has got one. This one does not. This model of SIG, this is just the original XL, and it does not have that comp, but there are many on the market that do. This is one of those guns that is a very nice firearm. It's kind of a mid-sized gun. I know many people would consider it to be a micro compact, but I think that it is going to fall more along the lines of like the SIG Macro or the Glock 48, just due to the barrel length. Now the capacity in this gun, as you can see here, this is a very large capacity firearm for what you get for this type of firearm, and this is a standard capacity magazine. As you can see here, this is one of those guns, but even though it has that small compact size, it still does give you a lot of firepower, and that's something that SIG, when they came out with the 365, they really pioneered a lot of that with their models. And of course the I guess you could say the Macro, with it having pretty much 17, 18 round capacity, and there again they have higher magazine capacities available on the market. This is one of those guns that just kind of revolutionized things. The trigger on these guns are both very good. Just to show you the trigger on the SIG, you have some take up here till you get to that wall there at about 90 degrees, and when you press through that wall there is a little bit of sponginess and it breaks approximately right there. When that action cycles, the reset is there. Okay, you can kind of see the travel on that trigger. I just want you to pay attention to that as far as how that looks compared to what we have on the Canik Mete Prime. Sort of the same thing. You have some take up till you get to the wall. Once you get to that wall, you press through it and it breaks right there. That action cycles and the reset is there. Okay, it is a very clean, crisp break. The Canik Prime, the trigger on it, when you press through, it feels much more like a glass rod compared to the SIG P365, at least the one that I have. There are many more rounds through this SIG P365 XL than I have through the Canik Mete. However, there is a noticeable difference in the triggers. The one on the Mete, in my opinion, is much better. There's a lot more sponginess to the SIG P365 trigger compared to the Canik Mete Prime. I'll have to say, does not mean that this is a bad trigger, but there is a noticeable difference. The texturing on the SIG P365 is very aggressive. It is one that you can get your hands on with no issues whatsoever. And you compare that to the Mete Prime, when you grip it, it is again much more pronounced. It is much more noticeable, particularly the front strap and the back strap on this gun. It is much more aggressive than what you would get on like the SIG P365. The size of the grip on the SIG is smaller, not just in length, but in the thickness compared to the Canik Mete Prime. Now, just to kind of show you guys a little bit of a comparison, The grip again is a little bit thinner. There's less space here and here between the front strap and back strap compared to the Mete Prime. So that is something that you should take note of. You do get a couple of different back straps to where you can change that even more to get it to where it fits your hand the way you like it to. Does that mean it is bad on the SIG? No, you can get different grip modules that can change this to where it's going to fit differently. In fact, this is one of those guns. I could literally get different grip modules, different slides and everything, because it has that fire control group inside the gun, and that is basically the firearm. Everything else is considered to be an accessory. The Canik is not that way. It is basically, you have your frame and you have your additional back straps and things like that that you can change it out. But again, there's most people out there, you know, some people do change their grip modules, some do not. I've not changed it on this one, even though I've thought about getting like the macro grip module. I just haven't done it. For me, this gun serves a particular purpose, and I like that ultra compact grip. I will not go any smaller than that. I can shoot this. The regular P365, that grip is too short, and I don't like having that magazine extension where you have that little bit of separation there. It's just something I just do not like compared to the XL model, and that's why I got the XL model when I got this. I've got tons of videos on my channel on this gun, so be sure to go over and check them out. This is a very good gun, and you can see it's a little bit dirty, and that's because it has been carried, and it is one that has been shot. You do have the ability to add an optic to both of these guns. The disadvantage to the SIG is when you remove this plate to add an optic, you're going to lose that rear sight. The Canik Mete Prime, you remove the plate here, add your optic, and most of your optics, because of the low axis of this, will be able to co-witness with those sights. Again, you do have a very good high-vis sight. You can see that front sight post out there, that little red dot, and then it is a blacked out rear. So that is another thing that you want to note on the Canik Prime. You also have an ambi slide stop. There it is, and it's a very pronounced slide stop on both sides of this gun. Where the SIG, as you can see here, you have it just on a single side. So that is something that some of you lefties out there may want to take note of. You do have a good undercut on the trigger guard on the Canik Prime, and compared to the SIG, you know, you're going to have just a little bit more room. Like if you're wearing gloves or things like that, you're going to have just a little bit more room with this trigger. But again, this is going to fit a specific purpose for specific people. You do have a little bit of a flared mag well on most of the P365s from SIG. You also have a flared mag well on the Canik Mete Prime. It is removable. You can remove the screw and remove that grip, that mag well if you wanted to. For me, it's staying right where it is. But guys, this is just a few things as far as comparisons that I wanted to show you between these two firearms. Again, the SIG P365 XL and the Canik Mete Prime. Both are fun, they are nice, I enjoy both of them, and I look forward to many range sessions with them. But I would like to know which one you would prefer down in the comments below. Be sure to drop your comment down there. Also guys, as we mentioned earlier, please like and share the video, subscribe to my channel, become a channel member, and get early access to these videos. Check out the links down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.